were killed instantly. More than 20 were injured when a concrete walkway collapsed at the school last week. A fourth learner succumbed to his injuries and died on Sunday. For more, we're joined by SABC reporter Hitekani Magwedze. Hitekani, you're with us over the phone. Just tell us where you went today, and it must have been incredibly sad.
Well, good afternoon, Francis, and good afternoon to our viewers. Well, it has been a really long and absolutely sad day indeed. We were in Van der Vaal Park where the three learners were, rather two learners of the three were being buried today. The third one, the funeral proceedings were taking place in Paris. We had quite a lot of community members, supporters of the families, and really friends and families of the victims coming together in this really sad day. But we also had the Minister of Basic Education, Angie Mutsaga, attending all those three funerals that took place today. We know as well that the fourth funeral took place yesterday already. So this was really the final goodbye to the last few that passed away in that tragic accident.
Tell us more about what the minister is saying, Hitekani.
Well, we spoke to the minister, trying to, first of all, try to understand what they know concerning the actual accident, if it was indeed an accident, if it could have been predicted, or someone should have been able to see something in terms of the structural integrity of the walkway. The minister they is saying that she from preliminary investigations could say that this was probably a freak accident, and that there was no way that the school governing body or the principal at the school could have been able to, with their naked eyes, see that this was going to happen. They're saying that it's one of those freak accidents that you can't predict and you can't see from the onset. But she also said that the investigation done by the engineers is currently taking place. A big portion of the school is still cut off and zoned off for engineers to continue assessing and investigating. Of course, the assessing of the other parts of the building has to do with the fact that they want to know if they can't open parts of it so that the learners can start using for the academic week ahead next week.
Yeah, so walkways should not be designed to collapse. So structural engineers were sent by Gauteng province. What are they saying? I believe they have declared the school open.
Not entirely open, Francis. There's a very small portion of the school that has been open for schooling to commence next week. The other learners will have to be accommodated in tents that have been erected in the school sports ground. We understand that it's not going to be a full-blown learning because of the trauma that the learners have gone through, having to see the fellow learners trapped under concrete slabs, and that whole traumatic experience. The department says they'll be sending psychologists and counselors next week to continue trying to reintegrate them back into the academic system in terms of thinking and emotions and such. So it's not going to be full-blown learning. And we also still don't have a deadline or a time frame as to when the entire school will able to jump back into their academic program or calendar for the year.
All right, thank you for that update, SABC reporter Hitekani Magwedze.